The key to the defense of the spirit man lies in the experience a fiery condition of high vibration is your greatest bliss. You are perfectly happy. Compared to that, all other pleasures are dull. When you experience this glorious purity, wisdom, power, and joy, you no longer require any reminders of self-control and discipline. Then you feel only one desire within you: to preserve, to prolong, and to strengthen this sublime state of your being. You are not carrying out any instructions. You defend your happiness, your beauty, your greatness, and your strength. Why do I fail so often? Why do I so rarely succeed in implementing my New Year's resolutions? Because, despite all your goodwill, the transformation into a new man is not your paramount concern. Because, ultimately, in everyday life, you give priority to the worldly affairs. Make a firm resolution in the morning that the defense of your being of light is by far the most important business of the day. All other matters are not completely insignificant, but of secondary priority only. Of course, that is not a license to neglect your earthly duties. Rather, the activity of your soul takes place on the inner level, simultaneously with and in addition to your material work. If, however, a craving of the body or a mood succeed to overcome you, your vibration crashes, your fieriness cools down, and your enthusiasm fades away, you have to carry out the third chief exercise. As soon as you feel a drop, you immediately raise your vibration again. It is crucial that you do not reach for alcohol, chocolate, or other physical comforters. The way of the future, the spiritual path, is you restore the original, pure, wise, powerful, joyful, lightful, and loving condition of your eternal individuality with spiritual means. Then the fit or mood will disappear immediately. In a state of high vibration, you are no longer receptive. You do not respond to coarse, low vibrations. They no longer find any resonance in your being. As the popular saying so beautifully advises, crashed, get up again. Adjust your crown, move on. With this exercise, you bring to an end the eternal brooding, this permanent inner struggle at every challenge. Should I do it, or should I leave it? Should I give in or stand firm? You do not think in the least of discipline or fighting, but of one thing only. I want to rise again immediately to my ideal state. Do not think negative. I am tracking down the poison that is harming me. Think positive. I keep my vibration so high that even the slightest drop will immediately make itself painfully felt. Do not think. Here is a craving or mood I must suppress. But rather, I am raising my vibration again. This panacea looks quite simple, but it is actually by far the most difficult of the 4 chief exercises we are discussing in this video. You will need to perform it successfully a dozen times or more during the day. What a multitude of things keeps pouring down on you. Distress, suffering, catastrophes, greater or lesser misfortunes, desires of the body, moods such as despair, anger, depression, fear or rage, physical or mental pain, physical or mental illnesses, bad vibrations of other people, influences of the stars, cosmic currents, and so on and so forth. Everywhere along your path are lurking the forces of evil, darkness, negation, distraction, degradation, and destruction. The waves of life are crashing over you, and you are constantly threatening to sink. There is only one way to cope with all this. You immediately notice the slightest drop in your vibration and take countermeasures straight away. How do I proceed to raise my vibration again? By doing the exercises elevation or the fiery condition, most quickly by carrying out a brief emergency meditation with the 7 steps of the initiation to Agni Yoga, or even shorter. You put before your eyes the ideal image of the person you want to be, and visualize around you the spiritual world in which your higher self is at home. That elevates you instantly. If you want to counteract a lowering of your vibration instantly, you must develop a quality that Agni Yoga calls constant vigilance. May your inner senses be wide awake so that they immediately register the slightest danger to your exalted state of mind. An attacking enemy must not find you asleep, but on guard and in full readiness to defend yourself. What is it that I have to watch over? Over the degree of your fieriness. Remain highly concentrated at all times. Do not miss by oversleeping, but sense immediately a drop in your vibration, a discoloration of your aura from gold to gray. The new man is a spirit being of high vibration. If the vibration gets low, he actually disappears. The work of art dissolves into nothingness. The sublime immortal falls back to the level of an ordinary mortal. The spirit man becomes a material being again. To prevent this, the utmost vigilance is needed. It should not be thought that in his consciousness an achat could lose sight of the guiding will even for an instant. He turns out to be a simple mortal if he does not always solemnly bear the chalice of achievement. The power of his heart becomes dormant as soon as he ceases to feel the hierarchic thread in his hand. In this realization of constant vigilance lies the uniqueness of an achat. You maneuver your being of light through the cliffs of everyday life with the greatest care, like a highly delicate vessel that surrounds you and that can break at the slightest carelessness. Not for a single hour should one extinguish within oneself the flame of lofty thinking. This thinking should accompany one even during the hour of most intense activity. Uninterrupted concentration is the feat that creates and sustains the new man. One should not in any manner be diverted from inner concentration.